Hey, we got a special show for you today. We're going to be giving away some Klein Tools. Our buddies at Klein Tools are sending us stuff. They have over the past couple of months. And so we've got some stuff to give away. And who is the sponsor there, Rich?
Klein Tools.
There you go. We'll be back right after this.
Here I come to save the day.
The Mighty House crew is on the job. This is Mighty House.
All right, we're back, and make sure you click on the subscribe button, click the bell, that way you know the next time we're going to post a new video, and leave a note below, because we always like to hear from you guys. So, what we've got today, you want to give us that shot, that spread that we've got going there, Sonar?
Yeah.
Look at that.
We're calling this Kleinmas.
Kleinmas, or was it Kleinukka? Santa Klein? What?
Santa Klein has generously donated to the show some tools.
Yes.
We review tools, and then we like tools.
Oh, yeah.
And Ron's actually an electrician, so he uses tools. I'm a carpenter. I use a pencil, big fat pencil, and a hammer.
That's right.
But so we've got tools to give away.
So let's get started here. And what are the rules? We have Robbie Rules for this.
This is Robbie Rules. Anybody that's a long-term listener knows that we don't have a team of lawyers. So we kind of do this by the seat of our pants, so to speak.
Correct.
But we try to be extremely upfront and transparent about this.
Correct.
Transparent about our biasness. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to review these tools, talk about them a little bit, and all we ask of you, the viewer or listener, if you don't have video on, is to just write us a note to Santa Klein,
right, on
our Facebook page,
correct,
requesting a particular tool and why.
Yes, and we have all of these here today. You like that Vanna wave we got going right there? So
I really wanted a vowel, though.
So if you anything on the table here you see that you think you're going to want, go to our Facebook page. It's Mighty House Radio on Facebook, and you can look us up there and leave us a note at the bottom, and we'll go ahead and select one. And then I think next week Robbie will come in and pick the winners for all of this.
Well, what type of things are on that table?
Well, before we go there, you must live in the lower 48. We'll make the announcement. It stops on the 8th, and we'll make the announcement on the 10th. So you'll find out who wins on the 10th.
And family members and employees of Square and Level
Media
Productions. What does it say
Productions.
in the back of my shirt? Square and Level Media?
Media Productions.
Yeah. We're not eligible.
Right.
Even our friends?
Yeah, so
that's about as legit as we get.
That's it. That's what our lawyers said that didn't stay at the Holiday Inn last night.
Yeah.
So first up, we've got one of these babies right here. This is a safety lamp that you can put on your hard hat, and it goes on the back of your hard hat, so that way it clicks in there. But also, you'll notice it's flashing or solid red, high and low on both. But then if you turn it sideways, it's actually got the
LEDs
light that will show through on the side. So even if you were walking by someone, they could see that on the side, not only just from the back. So it shines on 4 sides, the back, tops, left, and right. And according to this, you've got a 1/4 mile visibility, which seems quite extensive.
You put that on, you can see a 1/4 mile?
You can be seen for a 1/4 mile.
Oh, thank you for clarification.
Yeah, and it's magnetic, so it sticks. You have a clip that you can just clip it onto your hard hat, or it'll clip onto your, if you have a steel hard hat.
I have a Klein Tools hard hat I wear on my job sites, and many people are envious because I have the hot electrician's model.
Yes.
So the top of my hat is vented.
Uh-huh.
And down here, trust me, it comes in pretty handy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. So if you have a Klein hard hat, it'll work great with that, or this clips into any other hard hat system there.
And that's rechargeable too.
Yes.
So you don't have to keep burning batteries.
No batteries.
batteries or any of that.
Nope. And it's the newer one, the newer USB version there. Sonar could probably tell you
Type
what.
C then?
Here, you come look at it.
Yeah,
You
it's
tell
the one
me.
that's round, oval all the way around, don't have the flat side.
No, it does, but what is that?
Oh, it's micro USB.
That's a C. Sonar, our professional engineer, says that is a C version.
That is a Type C.
Type C. Okay. So there you go. There's the light. Next
So
up.
that's first up is the tail light for your hard hat.
Correct.
So write Santa Klein, excuse
Yes.
me. Write Santa Klein on our Facebook page if you'd like that.
Yeah.
Okay, moving along.
Next up, we have the digital angle gauge and level. So this is digital. So if you're not going to put it on the pipe or you're trying to do steel studs, this is magnetic and it'll stick on there. It also comes with a fancy little pouch there.
Nice.
So you can put that on your belt, but it's an inclinometer.
Guaranteed to be level for the first inch and a half.
That's right. Measures and sets angles. So we've got an angle finder to put on there, and let's see what else. Power button, and it's got a hold. So if you're looking for a certain angle, you can click the hold button, and it'll hold right there on that
Nice.
on that angle.
Those of you watching our deck series,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
Cool.
So we also have two different, and this is going to be very geeky, but these are pass-through data plugs. So you can see that they pass through, and these are explain what these are, Sonar, since you're the engineer.
I'm staying quiet on this one.
Yeah.
These are essentially data cable ins, the RJ45s.
Okay.
And I think on there it says you can use them with Cat 6?
Let's see, pass-through data plugs. It's a 50-pack, 8-position, 8-contact pass-through type data plug for solid or stranded wire. Works with Cat 6 or Cat 6A cables.
There you go. So what that does is, when you're making, you're putting a head on the end of one of your electrical things, even if it's just a wire nut or one of those connectors.
Sure.
On there, you still got to trim it. You still
Right.
have to make sure it lines up. You want to make sure that the shielding that you did remove isn't too far, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
What this does is you're able to essentially take off that first coat,
Right.
and then just pass your lines through,
Right.
instead of having to shave all of them off or trim the. I mean, you've got 8 wires in that bundle.
Right, and you got to make sure everyone's perfectly straight when you
level.
slide it in there, and you got to make sure they all hit the
hairs.
butt.
Exactly. So now you just pass them straight through and cut them after they're already
Sweet.
inside. It's amazing.
Sweet. So I've got 2 packs of those. I got 2 50-packs, and these are both data plugs. And this one, Cat 6A, yep, and it requires the crimping tool, which we do not have. Is not included is the crimping tool.
Yeah, exactly. But if you know what those are, you
Yeah, here's a
probably have
$15 gift pack and a $30 tool I owe you.
Right. Yeah. So there you go. So we have those, and then we have these linemen's. I'm going to go with these right here first. These are Ironworkers Pliers, and what's unique about these is that they are left-handed.
Whoa.
These are left-handed, so that's and that means that when you hold them with properly, the cutting edge goes to the left versus the right. So I'm so used to holding everything upside down, being wrong-handed, that these actually feel strange to me. But
Right, because you got used to use them the other way. But if you're kind of new to the electrical field and, and you're left-handed, they might be a good ad for you.
right, and so these are for left-handed people, but I'm sure a right-handed person could figure out how to use them. And what are these? 8? No, these are a 9-inch. So that's a 9-inch right there. We have another set that's for right-handed people, and these. One side, these are also for ironwood, but this does not have any shielding on it. And it has just one rubber handle, which for some reason on this side here is like loosey-goosey. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's like loosey-goosey on that end.
Is there any instructions on the other side that explains?
It explains that this is an Ironworkers Pliers with comfort grip, which is what that means. And these are also a 9-inch. And just so you know, all this stuff is made in the USA. So.
Yeah, well, all the
pliers
Kleinukka stuff is.
Right. So, but these have comfort grip. So if you want the right-handed version of the Ironworkers pliers with the comfort grip, you would ask for those. Or if you're left-handed and you want the wrong-handed pliers, then you would ask for the wrong-handed pliers.
I'm just going to assume you're correct, but do they say iron worker or line worker?
Iron worker. Because we would call them lineman's pliers. That's our generic version for it.
Because I would thought that was like for Sparkies and linemen.
Yeah, but if you're doing an iron worker, and then they'll line up the holes, and then they'll drop this side through there to hold it until they get their bolt ready, and then they'll get all their bolts lined up, and then they'll pull this out. So that's why these are also done. Have that no insulation on that side. If you're doing electrical work with these with no insulation, that might be a problem. You would want the insulated left-handed ones if you're going to do electrical work with them.
What's the size gauge that those will cut? What's the height?
As big as you can get in there. If you can fit it in there and you can cramp it, it'll cut it. So it doesn't give you a minimum or maximum.
You short them once, and then they have teeth.
Yes, yeah. Well, no, not just teeth. You have the strippers when you short them out. And you blow holes in
Yes, you've upgraded them.
Yeah. Yes. Which they do have. Klein Tools does have that now. They have the linemen's with the strippers in there also, and the cutters. So, and I love those. Those are my favorite pair to use. So last up
The coup de grace
is these slim tip insulated screwdrivers. It's a 6-piece set. And it comes with a magnetizer, demagnetizer on it. So with these, you've got, let's go over the tips here. We've got a Phillips number 2. You've got a square drive, a flat 3/16, and a flat 1/4 inch. Those are the screwdrivers that come in that set. And you have the magnetizer, demagnetizer in there also. And what you like about these have a sleeve on them. So when you're working in a high voltage situation or working with any voltage, you can hold on to the shaft of that screwdriver and not worry about getting shocked. It's very unique with Klein Tools that they make those. So you want
because they're geared towards electricians.
Well, yeah. Yeah, these are exactly geared towards electricians.
Me, I'd use it like a chisel, and all I do is mess up the insulation. But not that I do that. I outgrew that when I was about 16.
Yeah.
By my dad. Yeah.
Now, what's the purpose of the magnetizer, demagnetizer?
Oh,
Is that mostly just to hold, have that extra hand?
Yep, because you put the screw on the end, and then if you're trying to reach in somewhere and you're holding something back out of the way and you want to make sure you can get it in there, that's good. The other thing is, if it's always magnetized, now you're just, as you're walking around, you're picking up stuff. I don't know if you've ever had a tape measure that has the magnet on the end, and you're walking through a building with steel studs. All of a sudden, your tape measure's reeling out behind you.
It got a tail.
Because you got too close to the wall, and it went clink right on the steel stud, and now you're walking across with your tape coming undone.
Yeah, we frame all metal studs down here, so I have one of those. And yes, as much as it's handy at times, it becomes such a nuisance because you're trying to run it up a stud to get to the ceiling to get it horizontal by bending the tape. Yep. It's like, no, it's stuck here.
Right.
It won't come loose.
No.
I'm sorry, just reaching in your ear hole.
Yeah. So
all right. So those screwdrivers, 6-piece set, 7 technically, comes with a handy plastic case.
Yes. Well, no. There's no case. If you want to keep the case, but yeah, and it comes with the demagnetizer.
If you cut the blister pack open carefully, you have a carrying case. So marketing blew that one. It could have been a 7-piece set.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, long story short, if you're interested in any of these fine Klein tools, please just write Santa Klein on our Facebook page.
Yep.
What specifically you'd like and why. And as we said, next week we'll have Robbie come in, since these are Robbie Rules.
Right.
Figure out the winners, and then we'll post that Thursday, I guess, right?
Yeah, that'll go out the week. Oh, and what the official date, Sonar, right now is?
The official date is of the close.
It'll be closed, yes.
Closing on the 8th of December.
No, 20.
2021, old dude. Which, by the way, since we went right
2021, right?
Yes.
Okay. That way, if somebody's watching this a year or 2 years from now, they're not going to go, hey, wait a minute, I want that.
Exactly. No, you need
And
to
I hope
watch
you enjoy the fact that
2022
we're
video.
on location in Alaska with an igloo,
Yes.
with a carport and a Mercedes.
It's with our Mercedes in the carport. Yeah,
Yes.
We drove here.
that's right.
Awesome.
So, all right, this will be up on the Facebook. I'll put a link if you're watching on YouTube or you're listening to the podcast. I'll put a link to our Facebook page, so that way you can click over there. Go leave a message on our Facebook page and
Mighty House Radio.
Mighty House Radio. That's it.
Yeah.
And again, the rules are
Slim and none.
you must live within the lower 48 states, and leave a message on our Facebook page of which one you want and why, and asking Santa Klein for one of the special tools that we've got here. So
Yes.
that's how it's
And
going to work.
remember,
Yeah.
be good to each other
Uh-huh.
and happy Kleinmas.
Klein bless us, everyone.
All right, subscribe below, click on the bell, and we'll see you next time right here on
Thanks
Mighty
for
House.
tuning in.
Oh, you got it!
Got it.
Wait, are we supposed to keep it square and level?
Oh, that's right.
No, that's next year. Next time.
Well, we can keep it square and level with this digital angle gauge and level that we've got from Klein Tools.
That's right.